Hey everybody, welcome to the channel. Today I'm playing Potion Craft, which is a game still under development that's available on Steam. And it's all about, well, as you can tell from the name, crafting potions. Um, so I have tried the game before, so I do know some of the basic mechanics. But for the sake of the video, I will be starting a new game. The story begins. You're a novice alchemist wandering the world in search of your destiny. After a long journey, you have finally found a place to ply your trade. You found an old abandoned house on the edge of town. Judging by the alchemy equipment and the garden, the former owner seems to have practiced alchemy. Apparently, a wizard used to live here, but the layer of dust and condition of the house suggests that it's been empty for a long time. You decided to turn the house into a potion shop. After several days of cleaning and preparing, the shop is ready for its first customers. It's time to remember your alchemy skills and start this new life in a new town. Wonder what happened in the old town, but that's fine. Yeah, so these are just some of the basic tutorials. And let me think. I have to do this. You can stir the potion. So all these little books that I'm collecting are basically EXP. You can see in this top corner. And the more EXP I get, the more skill points I get to get different upgrades. So right now the game is going through the basic tutorial of crafting a potion. So I can finish the potion over here. And I get the pesto and mortar too. Okay, so if you look, right, when I hover over any of the herbs, you can see over here that there's a path that it'll change to. And by mashing up herbs, you can extend the path further. Very helpful. This limits the amount of ingredients you require to get a certain somewhere, and I can stop mashing whenever I want to get a different length of path anytime. Also, I can save recipes, but I unfortunately will not be using that recipe because it's a pretty easy one to remember. So WASD moves around, and this is the shop interface where you sell and buy sell potions and buy ingredients from other people. Just sell that. And haggling is also really fun. It's a very competitive haggling time-based system. It's like those rhythm games. Honestly, it isn't worth the haggle for this potion, but Anyways, this is the other aspect of the game, which is gathering herbs from the garden. In future updates, you'll be able to upgrade your lab and upgrade the garden as well in order to gain more plants and ingredients. So of course, oh, we want poison. Okay, gotta mash all of this first. It's like making soup. Let's be real. You cut up your ingredients, you put them in the water, you stir them around, heat it up a little bit, and you're done with a potion. So do not ask why she wants to poison people. At this juncture, actually, my advice is for low level potions, those that aren't strong potions. So in this game, let me show you. In this game, there are a couple of levels of potions. So for each level of potion, of course, you'll sell for more. Uh, and if so, the closer you get your potion bottle over the image, the better quality it'll be, and it can go up to strong, which is basically 3. So on top over here, these are 5 slots. This is the maximum number of uh effects that you can have on your potion basically. So like a strong effect will take up 3 slots, a weak effect will take up 1, and an intermediate effect will take up 2. And you can have any combination of, so basically I can have a poison and healing potion. Not they'll be of any use, but it will feel, so let's say I have a strong, So it'll take up 3, and I have an intermediate, it'll take up 2 like that. So it's a pretty fun game. And it seems off the bat I've already got some of the very nice herbs. Now in the skill menu, they have a bunch of stuff. So honestly, I think it's more worth it to go here first before you get anywhere else, because the game is there's no fixed window for the game basically. Um, progress is ultimately at your own pace, and it's a very chill game. So I would recommend getting this first so you can level up everything else later. Sure, it'll be harder to level up, so there will be a point where it's just more worth it to get one of these other upgrades. But for now, you realize that if I remember correctly, these white ones don't appear as often, and they are not. So you'll find yourself like really starving for skill points. So I just recommend putting some into this. Yeah, different, of course, the different plants, mushrooms, and later there's minerals, if I remember correctly. Uh, have different paths, so you just kind of want to try to find the best one into your desired location. There's this thing, which is an alchemy machine. Um, oh, I didn't know this is yeah, interesting. Okay, anyways, interesting. Yeah, so this is the alchemy machine. Still not quite sure what this is for. Apparently, you can make stuff in here. Not quite sure what that's for yet, but yes. So healing potion is pretty standard. Let me erase this first, because there is a better potion later. But for now we'll just make it the standard way because I don't have ingredients. Just do that real quick. Standard formulas, because you do it a lot, it becomes easy to remember. So you actually want to save your slots in the book because you have a limited number. You want to save your recipe slots for potions that are further away. So if you zoom in, right, you see these dotted lines. They basically, so each of these dotted lines represents the direction the potion is from the center. So when you add water to a potion, you bring the uh this bottle closer to the middle. So let's say I overshot and I ended up here, I can pour water in and it will move to this image because it's moving in this direction. So these dotted lines represent other potions that are I currently cannot see because my radius isn't large enough to take a look, but they are pretty far down, especially at this level. So that's how it is. Honestly, it isn't worth haggling. I'd much rather get my reputation and my popularity up, rather than haggle now, because haggling comes in when you use expensive ingredients or you have the potions that are really far away. Okay, so we have a first request for a poison potion. Depending on how many materials we have at the end, I might just go exploring to see if I can find a new potion. So sometimes customers come in with weird requests, so you must use discernment to figure out what they're asking for. Healing potions in the early stages are very common. Later on they become less common, but they're still they're pretty standard potion effects. People would definitely ask for those, so it's always useful to have like one or two on hand, just so that you don't have to keep flipping between pages to make the potion. Oh, this is the herbalist. Clear. She sells herbs, and a small bit of advice would be when she comes, you usually want to buy her stock of like all of the herbs that you could get, because ultimately, whoops, because ultimately you'll run out of these a lot, and it's important to have a lot of these on hand so that you can uh, explore with the potion maker. Because a lot of the other ingredients, they're they're not cut out for exploring regions because they have very weird shapes and structures. Haggling, yes, haggling can reduce price of certain stuff that you might buy. Strong, fast acting potion. Okay, so let's talk about reputation. So reputation isn't necessarily by how many potions one sells, but by what kind of potions are sold. So let's say I sell this guy something, that will actually decrease my reputation because he's obviously using it for something fishy. However, that will increase my popularity. Currently, because this is still like version 0.4, uh, reputation isn't as important currently. So I am willing to actually sell him stuff. However, I think if I remember correctly, in future updates, they did promise to have interactions that are specific for different sorts of characters, if you could put it like that. So the more or less reputation you have can trigger different events. It's all fun stuff, yes. So, yep, so you see I got a minus to my reputation there. Ah, a fire potion. Oh, looks like they'll be forcing me to do that little thing. Exploration. So if it's here and here. So this is a fire bell. Okay. So I'm just gonna assume that we need to use fire stuff for potion of fire. Let me just move it over, see whether I can increase my visibility range. Because if you see these things are skulls, if your potion goes over them, it it will slowly like drain. The potion will slowly drain, and when it drains all the way, and it drains really quick by the way, and when it drains all the way, that's kind of like the potion's health, and you basically failed in your potion crafting, which is definitely not something you want. Oh, okay, I see the potion effect over there. Yes. Okay, so you see, I'm just covering it right now. It's always good to, even after you've like brewed the potion, if you still have excess movement, you might want to do it just to collect extra EXP. Something I found very helpful. Well, if it's a fire elemental, I guess water would be the most logical thing. I can't see anything. Oh god, that's not good. Okay, actually, I should be following the dotted line. You can return, for some strange reason, you can return mashed up ingredients. Still not sure why, but not complaining. Okay, let's move over here, and it seems. Yeah, so you see, this has become a second level potion because of how close the potion's image was to the center. And as always, finish stirring. And we can sell. Interesting. So as you see down here are some goals. You can find them in the Alchemist Path. Um, that's interesting. Um, I completed the second chapter as well a little bit. So they want me to create a potion of light and start a new day. Oh, I can actually see a potion effect up there, you know. You know what? Before we head home, I have excess ingredients. This isn't technically that much of an excess, but because we're at low level, we don't require complex potions. So I'm just gonna use some of the ingredients required. Let's take a look around. Let's toss that in. Oh yeah. If you go too far, you risk Oh, nice. Okay. You risk screwing it up. But anyways, I still haven't gotten used to the fact that normally it's like you can gauge how much you want it to be, but just by swinging your mouse left and right, you stir the pot, which just pushes it further down the path. So, yeah, it's a little awkward when you want to go back and then you accidentally shift your mouse back, and then it just kind of stirs the potion, so it goes further. But yeah, that's the basic concept of it. So far, it looks really fun to play. Honestly, ignore the fact that I have a negative reputation. Yes. And another thing I figured out from playing a little bit is that you always want to collect plants from here because this is your most stable source of plants. And if you notice an herbalist or anyone else doesn't come by, you might want to like not experiment and save your resources. Yeah, the fisherman. There is a recurring theme of the fisherman joke in the game. I couldn't help but notice. You see what I mean? Just keep in mind that our dear fisherman has come to visit us today. But thank goodness I found that fire potion. I think some of these interactions are pretty standard because as are potion spawn locations. So if you do want to experiment for yourself, I would recommend like just taking a look at the videos and for a little bit, and you can go and experiment by yourself on your own account, and you might not want to watch any further just in case I spoil anything. So standard recipes eventually become pretty like rote rote performance. We just check some of these effects. Interesting. Also, I noticed that down here I have this thing. Very interesting. So I'm not quite sure what tree means. Well, it's not like I can do anything because the machine is broken, but it's still a very interesting thing to think about. Ah, the Mushroom Man. Right now, I'm actually low on money because I'm not selling any of the high class potions. But it's always nice to see somebody. It's always good to pick up new ingredients you never had. That way, you are able to experiment and come up with. And because the more expensive material you use, the more they pay too. So that's really good. Not saying that you should use expensive material for all potions, but that's the general rule of thumb. Hmm. Well, I have just a thing for you. Pretty ironic, but yes, this was the mushroom I was looking for. Now you see, I wonder. Ignore my bad pounding skills. I have not used a pestle and mortar before, as evidenced by how bad I am with it. Now you see, I wonder. Now that I have 2 hearts here, it says this requires 3 hearts. And a bunch of and I noticed that there's nothing more than 5. So I wonder if it corresponds with this. Or is it just like the number of potions you know, sell? Or sorry, make. So for reputation popularity, it increases price of potions and discounts and stuff. So it's really good. You can also do this through trading and haggling. I find that um trading is more of affects more of people buying from you, whereas haggling, um so trading is just the base price, haggling is price percentage afterwards, which is pretty interesting. Anyways, that's not concerning at all. Oh, but I only have one of these. Let's not waste that. Yeah, so generally you want to keep a stockpile of materials because you never know when you want to use something. Eh, I'm trying to find the right plant. I'm so sorry. Of course, there's no one right way to get to any potion or get any effect, but yeah, generally. Okay, there's no more customers for today. I do a little experimentation of my own. I'm very curious. I see. I'm curious whether I can get a level 3 health potion. Okay. You see now, it looks like the arrow is lined up with the dotted line. Almost. Ah, there we go. So, just to carefully insert water. Ah, level 3. There we go. Yeah, it looks like it's 3 hearts. It matters not. Okay, what else do I need to do? I need to create a potion. Let's save that recipe real quick, just in case we need it. Create a potion with 2 different effects. This looks interesting. The fire one is here, the light one is there. Hmm. I do have excess material. Let's experiment then. So I know a fire one is 3 of this. Because I want to go backwards later, I think I'm just gonna use 3 and just, hope and pray. Then we'll use this. And ooh, that sends me right into the bone. Let's not do that. Yeah, this looks good. Oh, my bad. Interesting. Let me save this recipe and finish the potion. Okay, so starting from here, I think it's not worth it anymore. So after that, I think I'm gonna focus on haggling because haggling also helps me when buying material, which is because I'll be honest, the garden doesn't give they in this update they haven't like made any upgrades to the garden, so it's always random and there's no guarantee on what you're going to get, which is not ideal, and how much you're going to get of each. So it's an unstable source, but it's always going to guarantee to give you at least one of the 4 basics. These are the 4 basic ones because they go in all 4 directions, and then these are just curveballs. I think quite literally. Who is this fine gentleman? Ah, enchanted paper. I see. Apparently, according to him, it's used to increase the number, but I don't have anything I need to increase for the moment. I haven't used any of them. Can you imagine adding fire to a beer? You know what? Because this is two effects, let's just haggle a little bit. I only gain +3 to gold. It's not a good deal at all. Let's see how well my hand-eye coordination is. Please ignore the fact that I hesitated for a second because I was wondering whether it's worth it to use a level 3 potion. Because I saw the recipe and I was like, I'm gonna try a level 3 potion and then see whether that works. So I don't feel like using it on a customer, especially since like at such a low level, I don't think they're willing to pay much for a potion either. Let me just check. It's 11 for this, and it's only 27 for this. I don't think it's worth it considering this mushroom I don't have anymore. Thunder. Interesting. Thunder. Thunder. It's what was I doing? Oh god, okay. Let's toss in some of this and see where this goes, I guess. You're about to see how quickly the potion life deteriorates. Ah, I see the potion. I probably should have pounded that a little more, but you know, mistakes were made. Ah, lightning. There we go. That's pretty ironic. Just what I needed. Also, there are these whirlpool things. Ah, interesting. So apparently this works with the fire in some way. Not sure how, but wow, you pay a lot for such a well, I guess there were a lot of ingredients. Oh, you pay a lot for that, huh? Let's just haggle a little bit. Yoink, 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 yoink. Come on, give it to me, give it to me, give it to me. Come on. One, two, three, four, bam. Ah, my favorite herbs. Am I running low on anything? I'm running low on this. Interesting. So how I think about this potion, oh sorry, this thing, it's like it's traveling down and then it goes up, I guess. I'm not sure. Ice fruit. This looks interesting. But it's $72. At this current juncture, I think it's more worth it to buy like a few of these and to really earn more money. Oh whoops. Oh, I keep screwing up the thing. I'm not concentrating. 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Where? So usually merchants appear at the start of the day and in the middle of the day. Help magic power recover. Oh, there's a frost potion here. Well, I explored here, I explored here, I explored there, I explored up here and here. There's only one direction left to go. Not mind if I do. I hope there's no bones there. If there is, I'm screwed. Oh, thank God. Okay. Yeah, this looks like it's heading straight to the diagonal path here. That I'm really curious about. Okay. So this is how water works. Yeah, level 2 potion. Looks good, looks good. Oh, and it's the mana potion as well. 38. That's a lot of money. Let me exploit you real quick. Ooh. Sorry for you, buddy. I really feel sorry for you, buddy. You know, it'd be real funny if I just turned around and said, I feel sorry for you, buddy. But gosh, sure wish I had the stock today. Fortunately, the garden just didn't give me anything useful. You know what? Oh, I can't. Oh, I don't have the mushroom anymore. Do I want to risk it? How much is he willing to pay? Hmm. You know what? Because his friend is injured, he said the strongest possible. So, you know, I can always make it again. I can always get the mushroom man. Right. Oh, I need to make a potion of explosion. Well, okay, let me look. So, if I notice correctly, there's actually no dotted lines here, but there's one here, which I'm curious about. Because this side seems to be the fire side. So I'm very curious. Let's check out that whirlpool too. I'm also very curious about that. Boop, boop, boop. Okay, so apparently I need to use fire for this. Ah, it brings me to the center of the whirlpool. Okay, that's good. It's good to know. Good to know. I'm not quite sure where this potion is, but we'll find. Ah, there it is. Okay, that's Coinky Dinky. I screwed that up. We are ignore the fact that I just turned it into nice into a tier 1 potion by accident. Ignore that. I Fast growth. Where would fast growth be? Ooh, which harvest today? I still didn't get the mushroom I require. Oh, what brings a dwarf here? Oh god, these are way too expensive for me to afford. Hmm, interesting. What makes them different? Apparently these are dotted paths. I'm not quite sure what that means. Hmm. Well, I'll talk with you when I have more money. Yeah, sure. Take a potion of explosion. Yeah, I like that fire real nice and hot. It's only level 1. You don't have to worry. It's a weak potion according to the game. I'm sure it's safe for human consumption. Just do this before I lose it. Okay, potion. So, frost potion. Oh, thank goodness I figured out how to make that. Smash those herbs. Fast growth, you say? Perhaps water and earth make fast growth? See, do I have a mushroom that could do my job for me? That goes into the bones. That goes there. Not sure how that's helpful, but perhaps you'll find a way to use it. Is that what I think it says? Goblin shroom. Witch's mushroom. I think my best bet would be toss this in, and yeah, toss this in. Maybe I can make a tier 3 potion now. Pop those. Looks like I won't be able to make it, but it's okay. I got a tier 2 potion. Oh, whoops. Your thing's gonna be real chilly. Yeah. No, I'm not gonna be dumb, okay? I'm not gonna be dumb. I promise. This I am not stupid. I promise. I did not say that because I am. I really am not. Okay, here's your health potion. Oh, Mushroom Man. Oh, looks like I don't not quite the mushrooms I require. This is new. This is new. Hmm. These are actually pretty cheap. Get two of each and haggle that down to a price I can afford. Because no way am I paying so much for mushrooms. Minus 25 is a good deal. Yo, buddy, you alright, Paul? You okay there? um, you sure you don't need any help, bro? Goblin shrooms actually seem pretty useful. Like I could see a bit using here. Maybe it won't reach, but I don't know until I try, right? This game just released after all, and a lot of the functions are still offline. Like I tried, and the calendar's offline. It seems. Um, the bases, I'm not sure whether it's on or off because I saw that you can have other things as a base according to the game. Yeah, you see, this is water. This is water, and it says new potion bases can be purchased from merchants, which I am curious about. If you're gonna be evil, I might as well extort you for the potion. Well, $4 isn't much for poisoning, for ruining somebody's life, but hey, potion seller gotta do what a potion seller gotta do. Yeah, you're sure we can glow in the dark, buddy. Yeah, light it up like a Christmas tree. Anyways, we will not ruin some man's life because I do not want to go out of business. Yes, for that sole reason. How close is that actually? Oh, that's pretty much on the dot. Hey, tier 3 potion. Let's go. What I use? 1? I can't tell whether that's a 3 or 1. Let me check. 1, okay. Hey, that's pretty good if I do say so myself. 41? Yeah, take it, buddy. I'm so happy about that. Hey, yeah, you're someone who wants a nice, delicious gunpowder. Bam, 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 bam. Yeah. Yeah, that seems like a good place to call it on day 5. Just hit the bed, and yeah. Thanks for watching, guys. This is Potioncraft, and if you're interested, please do make sure to check out the game in Steam. Interesting. Please make sure to check out the game in Steam, and do support the developers and creators. Also, if you enjoyed the content, please like and subscribe. It'll help me so much. Thank you.